Today we're talking luxury shoes. I am sharing with you my entire luxury shoe collection. Hello and welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time. I am Jill Maurer and today I am sharing my luxury shoe collection. Now I have been a shoe girl since I can remember. When I was in high school, I remember my father opening my closet and looking at all my shoes and just turning to me and saying, "How many feet do you have?" This has been real and it's gone on for a long time. And like my clothing, I've actually culled my shoe collection a lot. I have gotten rid of anything that is too tight, is uncomfortable in any way to wear. There were some shoes that I had just worn beyond repair too. I had a pair of snakeskin pumps that were Chanel pumps that I loved, and I took them to a couple of repair people who said there's nothing that can be done. I had just worn them so far that the snake was getting little rips in it. It was very sad. So the shoes that I have remaining there's still plentiful, don't worry about it, but they are the ones that are very comfortable and that I know fit me and I have no problem putting on and wearing. Some of them not all day, but a lot of them for most of the day. And now these are going to be the higher end shoes, the luxury shoes like Chanel, Louboutin, that kind of thing. I do have other shoes that I didn't include in this. They would be things like Stuart Weitzman, Donald Pliner, Sorel, stuff like that. If you would like to see those shoes, just let me know in the comments below and I'll do one of those as well. Like I did my handbag collection, I'm going to go in alphabetical order by designer. First up is Casadei, and I only have one pair left. I really like this brand. There's something happened and my feet got a little smaller or something, and so this is the one left that I can wear, and I really like this. This is one of the colors that I like a lot. It's a leather shoe, leather pump. This is the max that I can wear. This is probably about 4 inches. It may be a little higher. I don't go any higher than that. 3.5 is more my sweet spot. This is my favorite part of this shoe is, you know, the lace up in the back. Now for Chanel. Here is my Chanel flat, my ballet flat, and I used to have several of these. While I love this little pair, and I know a lot of people really love these shoes, these are not the most comfortable shoes for me. They have no padding whatsoever, but they do look nice, and this was my favorite and most comfortable, so it is the one that I kept. While the flats are not comfortable for me generally, the pumps are. The heels are comfortable for me. This is a Chanel heel in silver. It's sort of a matte silver with their classic camellia. And then it has this on the back, on the heel, this one little shiny part. I'm just showing you one shoe in each because it's easier for me, but I do have the pair. This is a Chanel navy patent leather slingback with a cream front here. And I really appreciate that this is cream and not white because I feel like I can wear it year round that way. My last Chanel shoe is actually a boot. It is sort of burgundy suede boot, and it has a darker burgundy or brownish sort of toe there. And I don't know if you can see it, but there are little discreet Chanel logos stitched right there. These are probably my highest pair. These are well over 4 inches. Because of the platform, it feels more like 4 inches. And this is an interesting heel height because it's not sort of the short, and it's not the real tall. And I was worried at first as to if these would be difficult to wear, and they're not for me. They actually work really well with a lot of different outfits. And now for Dior. First we have this boot, and this is an over-the-knee boot. It is sort of a taupe suede, which turns out to be a very good color for me. It's almost, it's a skin tone for me. And it has this snake skin heel. I have scuffed these up a little bit. I'm gonna have to try to get that off. I wear these a lot. So I can either wear them just like this, or if I turn this part down, it does show more snake skin. Also by Christian Dior, these are my favorite pair of shoes. I'm pretty sure they were called the Cabaret, and they're suede, but they have this leather strapping here. And they're very, very comfortable. There is a platform. The platform is hidden. It has an interesting heel. I like the way that it goes in and out. To me, this shoe is a very fun cross between masculine and feminine because it is I think it's a strong statement shoe. It's understated in that it's all black, but it is not a frilly shoe in any way. But I think this is a very sexy shoe. These are my favorite pair. Next up is Fendi, and I have one pair of Fendi shoes left, and I wear these a lot. These are gold shoes, and I know that gold comes in and out, you know, it is big and then not big. To me, it's a neutral, and I wear it all the time. And it's a woven shoe. It has sort of elements of matte and shiny gold in it. These are great shoes to travel with because they're very comfortable, but they go with everything. I have, you know, they can be very neutral with something like white pants or jeans even, but then they can go dressy. And so if you're traveling, when I'm traveling and I don't have a lot of space to take too many shoes, often this is one that goes in there, especially if it's in like Florida or the islands type of place. Next up is Giuseppe Zanotti, and they are known for their rhinestone, or at least when I think of that brand, that's what I think of, is their rhinestone elements. And I have two pairs of sandals. The first is this sort of goldy bronze kind of color, and there's a little crystal embellishment there. These are just, I like these, you know, obviously they look like more on than off, because when your foot is in there. Very neutral, but I do feel a little dressed up even in a sandal. Also by Giuseppe Zanotti is this shoe here, this little sandal. And it's sort of a gladiator-ish sandal because it has this big element. And it also has the gold shiny in the back. And I don't know what this is reading on camera. It's a dark brown. The straps are a dark brown, and it kind of goes around like this. So again, this is very dressy. It gives a dressy feel, which I like. And so I can wear this with a maxi skirt and really be very dressy in the summer. Next up is Gucci, and like a lot of women, I have a wide foot in the front and a narrow foot, narrow heel. And so it can be a little difficult for me to find shoes that fit me well, and Gucci is one that does. So if you have a little bit wide foot in the front and you haven't tried Gucci, maybe give them a shot. First up is this suede, again, sort of taupey color. It is 4 inches or more. It does have this little platform. This again is a very neutral shoe on me because it would be neutral on anybody, but this is skin tone for me, so I can wear this with just about anything. And this has the bamboo heel. The bamboo is a signature detail that Gucci employs a lot. Next from Gucci is a pair of snakeskin peep toe pumps, and they are in snake. They're an orange color mixed with brown. Again, about 4 inches, but very, very comfortable for me. On the back, there's this gold detail with the little Gucci logo. And again, with Gucci snakeskin peep toe. And this is the sling back. This is a lighter color, and it goes from cream to taupe. Great neutral. And I've been very fortunate with both of these that I haven't messed this up, because if I did, I don't know how that would get fixed. I've worn these a lot. Next up we have Jimmy Choo, and Jimmy Choo is another brand that happens to fit me really well. I do have to try them on. It's not like any shoe in the same size from Jimmy Choo will fit me. I have to, I do have to try them on, but overall I do have pretty good luck with them. So first up is another slingback peep toe. This one is black. Sometimes I feel like it's a really dark purple, but I think it's black. It has this platform. So again, it's pretty high, but it does have this platform. I don't tend to buy shoes this high anymore because downtown Raleigh has cobblestone streets, and it doesn't make any sense. I usually have to wear different shoes and carry these when I'm walking in them, but it's a great shoe. I love it. And these, because it has this platform, it has a lot more cushioning in them than a lot. And another pair of slingbacks with a peep toe. This is one of my favorite pairs of shoes. Again, this goes with just about everything. It's in this soft gold leather. It has this platform, and they have an elastic thing on the slingback. A lot of these do. I don't know, these are just very comfortable even though they are so high. Because the platform is here, you know how this works. It wears more like a 3.5-inch heel. But these are very elongating and look great with a lot of different outfits. Again from Jimmy Choo, this is a dressy shoe. It is a pump or a court shoe. This one is high and there is no platform, so this is a very high shoe for me, but this is not a shoe I would wear all day anyway. This is much more of a dinner shoe or evening kind of shoe. And I just think it's really special with sort of the see-through look and these beads. And last up with Jimmy Choo. These are a very different kind of pair of shoes for me. Normally with my wide foot, these strappy sandals don't work for me at all. This one is very comfortable, and so I have held on to it. I really like this. It's great for summer dresses when I want to look like, you know, I'm barely wearing anything at all. And this is the perfect thing to put under almost any long gown because it would go with just about anything, and for me it's very comfortable. So these are a pair of shoes that I would never give up easily. And now for Christian Louboutin. I used to own a lot of Christian Louboutin shoes because, you know, they were kind of all the rage, and they were beautiful. There were so many beautiful shoes. They don't fit me well, and they're not very comfortable. There may be some people who find them comfortable. I really never did. And so I sold all of them except for this one pair. And this is the one pair that is very comfortable for me. Here it is. It is a peep toe pump, and it is in this metallic leopard fabric. It is leather lined, so there's leather on the inside, and then it has, the fabric comes down, and then this is metal. And there's something about the way that this one fits me that is just very comfortable. And it's never happened again with a Louboutin shoe. If I try them again, and I just don't run to them because they're just not, I know that I might get some hate comments for this, but they're just not one of my favorite brands because they don't fit me well. They are a beautiful brand, and so if they fit you well, I appreciate the shoe. It just doesn't work for me normally, but this pair does, and I really adore them. Next up is Manolo Blahnik, and I have several of his shoes. He created this style shoe called the BB in 2008, and the BB comes in different leathers and it comes in different heel heights, but it's just a very classic, usually unembellished, plain sort of pump. And this, I'm pretty sure, is the 75 millimeter, which translates to about 3 inches. You can get these really small, and you can get them very high. And this was the perfect height for me for wearing all day at work. Now, I do have a warning. This is where I learned that I needed to be careful on the cobblestone streets of Raleigh, because the first time I went to my downtown studio, I tore up the back of one of these, and I was devastated. And because I had just had it, and because I was a good customer, they fixed it for me. But that's when I started putting my shoes in my briefcase when I was walking downtown. So here's the first one. This is in a dove gray kind of color. I also have it in this bright cobalt blue color that I love a lot. I treat it kind of like a navy, but it isn't. But it does turn out that if you treat it like a navy, like a neutral, it will wear like that with a lot of different outfits, but it provides a little punch. And also I have this sort of cognac tobacco brown. I like this warm brown. It goes with a lot, and it is a very practical shoe for me. My next Manolo Blahnik is a little different. This one is truly navy. It is more the kitten heel, and I like this sweet little curve on the heel. And it has this strap with a little button. I just love that it's, you know, it's not over the top, but it has beautiful embellishments. Last up from Manolo Blahnik is this colorful pair. This is a Dorze pump, and it's purple and pink and red, which my mama taught me did not go together, but we know it really does. I love this shoe. Now for Miu Miu, and Miu Miu is a division of Prada. It's the same thing, and I guess they're supposed to be kind of their more trendy kind of pieces. I'm not sure exactly, but I do like Miu Miu. It's another shoe that fits me really well. This is one I love it a lot, and it's black from the front, but when you turn it, it's also white. And to me, this has sort of a 40s kind of vibe, but updated. I love them. They're kind of surprising with that white in the back. Because it is pure white, I only wear these in the summer, the spring and summer, but I do adore them. Also by Miu Miu, another surprisingly comfortable pair of high heels. And they're in this sort of gunmetal gray patent. The back is beautifully done because you have this gunmetal gray wrapping around this metal heel that is a nice effect. Next is Paolo Garcia, and it is this snakeskin pair of pumps, and they have sort of a gold leafing effect on them. These are very comfortable. Again, I only kept the shoes that were very comfortable, and I have worn these to death. Now, I am afraid of these going the way of the Chanel snakeskin, but if that happens, it happens. I do wear my shoes. As you can see, I've worn these shoes. I love them. And now for Prada. While Miu Miu fits me well, Prada doesn't always fit me well, but this is a pair that do. This is an extremely high platform, so the effect is of wearing a much, much shorter shoe. So I can be very tall without feeling like I'm wearing too high of a heel. And I'm a mom of boys, and as my boys got taller, it was important for me to like try to maintain the height. I lost out. There's no shoe that I can wear that I'm tall enough, you know, as tall as my boys. But so they won the battle. But I tried. I really tried, and this pair helped out. Last up is this sexy little number by Valentino. It is this burgundy cranberry type of suede. It is again a very high heel, but the platform comes to about here, so I don't feel like it's that high. This is unusual for me. It has a bow, but it's not a really fussy bow. It's not too sweet for me. I'm not all that sweet, so I can't go too sweet, but I do like this shoe, and the black lace with the burgundy or cranberry is a great combination. This shoe fits me really well. I think it sort of formed to my foot. I wore it so much, but this was never uncomfortable. It was always a comfortable shoe. So that's it, my luxury shoe collection, and I hope I don't discover another one somewhere around in this house right after I film this. That did happen with my bag video. There was one bag that didn't make that video, and hopefully I have found all of the shoes. I do change my closet winter and summer, and sometimes they move around, but I do think I showed them all to you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about any of these shoes, just let me know in the comments below. Remember to subscribe. I would love to see you again, and I hope you would love to see me again. Hit that bell to make sure that you are notified. Until next time.